Amazon viewers, Paul here. Just leaving a review on this kids camera which I just purchased from Amazon. It's going to be a Christmas present for my older boy. It's an action camera. It says it's waterproof, it says it's fall proof, and I'm not sure what that word there means, Purica and filter or something. But it's basically an 18 megapixel camera. You can put the SD card in up to, what's that say? 258. That's quite a big memory card you can put in there. 8 times digital zoom, that's good. And it's got 2.7 LCD TFT screen, so that's pretty good. Sorry, on the side here it's got all the specifications of the camera, which is quite useful to have on the outside. It's got built-in polymer battery, 700 amps hours. So I'm very pleased with that. It's very good. A lot of the action cameras, some of the more expensive ones that I'm not allowed to mention obviously, but I purchased one a while back, and I wasn't very impressed with I kept using the batteries. It took, I think it was 4 or was it 8? No, 4 AA batteries. It says you're not allowed to use rechargeable batteries, so I had to use normal ones, and I just kept charging them and not charging, changing them. So in the end we just took it back. I just said I'm sorry, but it's just costing too much. You know, kids are like, they like to take pictures of everything. It was costing a fortune in batteries. And the fact that you couldn't use rechargeable ones, I contacted the manufacturers, and they said there was some reason why they couldn't use them, some technical reason. So that's it. For this one, like I said, it has rechargeable battery, so it's you can just plug it in, recharge it. You don't have to worry about keep charging batteries. It says it's waterproof. So so that's the details on the outside. You know. So let's. I haven't opened it yet. This is. It's got some sticker on the outside here that says it's QC test pass. So it's had a quality test done on it. I can't open it because it's got some sticker there. So I'm just going to break this seal here. I'll maybe try and take it off. It would have been a Christmas present. I don't want to cause too much damage to the box, so let's see if I can carefully move that. There we go, so that's the quality. Put that there for a minute. So now I should be able to get into it. I don't need to use the knife. Right, it comes in, as you can see there, pink. That's the pink version. Not sure why they sent me the pink box when I opted for the blue. It says blue on the box, but they've sent me the pink box, and that's the all-coming pink. The boy, I think he'll open it on Christmas and think he's got a pink camera. He won't be very happy. But anyway, let's have a look. So this is how it comes. This is inside. You've got let's just pull this out. So it's in a protective sleeve. So that's the actual camera. It is blue, thank God. It's got a little sticker on it. That's to pull the protective screen off, the LCD screen. So what's funny about this is shaped like a teddy bear with the 2 ears here and a face, and on the other side there it's got like a teddy bear for the menu. So you got 2 ears. It's quite funky. Now I can see why it's waterproof straight away, because it's there's no visual, there's no openings. That's the microphone there, but a little hole. But I presume that'd be waterproof as well. It says it's waterproof, so I presume they've done it somehow so it's waterproof. It's amazing what they can do now. I've got a speaker which you can actually play sound on the water, and you can see the sound shooting out the speaker, and it's just I didn't think it would work, and I tried it. I actually tried it in a bucket of water, and it was pumping the sound out, and the sound was coming out of the speaker holes. And then when I dried it, all drained out, and it even to this day, that was about a year ago I tried that, and even to this day it still works fine. So technology is just out there now. So that's the actual camera, yeah. So let's just put that down for a minute before we switch it on and see what we get. So that's the camera. that's just the box. And inside here you've got the normal stuff. That'll be your charging lead, and it'll double up probably as your transfer lead to transfer photos onto your computer, laptop or tablet or whatever. So it's got your standard USB and your standard micro USB on that side there. So that's your USB lead. And this is quite funky. I'm not sure what this is. I presume it's sure what that is. Not sure what that ring's for, but I see. Oh, that's clever. So this, we'll put this on the camera somewhere. Probably here on the ears or something. So you put that in there like that, and then your kid can put this around the neck. You can take pictures, blah blah, and then you can just press the button and it clicks on. It's quite safe. And then your child can just wear it around the neck. And to take it off, you just push the button in the middle and pull it off. That's quite a neat little thing. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 instruction manuals. So you've got German, I presume. That's German one. Camera, I think that might be French. And English. So, although on the back it's Chinese or Japanese. The old Japanese on the back. It's on the back of that one. Yeah. So, I digress, sorry, I was just curious. So yeah, it's in English. It gives you a description of the camera, shows you what every button does. So there's not many, there's 1, 2, there's 2 buttons on the top here. And then you've got the menu with the little ears, so 1, 2, and then so you've got like the middle one, and then you've got 2 here, and you've got the up, down, and side to side, left and right. And in here, I presume, yeah. So inside that waterproof cover, you'll have to see how good that is. You've got your SD card goes in there, and you connect your lead in there, and then you just push that back in there like that, nice and tight. And I'm hoping that keeps the water out. Seems like quite a good fit. I would think it would keep the water out, unless your kid doesn't push it in properly. You'd have to check that. I think double check. So yeah. So it gives you a rundown on all the buttons, what they all do. It says about the battery, and just tells you how to basically use the camera. Now I've not tried this camera before. You just see me open it. I'm just gonna dive in the deep end. I'm just going to sort of guess my way through it, so I'm going to try and switch it on. Usually you have to hold the button. There we go. There you go, it's open. Having so many cameras, I've owned so many cameras, different ones and things, you just get to know how to do things. So straight away it comes up with a screen. It tells you megapixels, you can choose, it's got all your normal camera settings, shape facility, it's got your ISO, your EV, it's got your different activity settings by the look of it. So let's go into menu. So you've got auto, night portrait, night scenery, portrait, scenery, sport, party, beach, high sensitivity, and then back to auto. So quite a good selection there. So let's go out of that one. So do we go out, do you reckon? I reckon that one. No. Oh, you go across now, so megapixels. So you've got your image size, so the maximum goes up to, let's see, 18, yeah, so you've got your 18 megapixels for your photographs, 16, 14, 12, so it goes down in twos by the looks of it, 10, 8, yeah, it goes down and down into in twos. So let's go across, then you've got the anti-shake, so you can have the anti-shake on or off, that's pretty good. Let's leave it on. And then you've got, what else have we got here? Face detect, that's quite good to have on a cheapish kids camera. You've got face detect on or off. You've got smile capture, so that's what you're likely to find on more expensive cameras. Now, I can't really see this. I have to... I don't know what that sticker does. It just says front. So then you've got continue shot on or off. So that's when you like your burst shot. Self timer. And obviously your setup, where you do all your exposure, white balance, sharpness, and so on. I think for kids, you'd advise them not really to touch that. Date might be something you might want to do. Put the date on, set the date. So you can do that there in the settings. So let's go back out of that anymore. And back to scene. No, so that's it. So let's go back out of that. No. That's turned it off. That's not. It does help to read the instructions. I must emphasise really, you do really need to read the instructions. Let's get back on. Right, so there we go. So I'm not sure, I don't think it takes video by the looks of it. I think it's just a camera. So how do we take pictures? There we go, so that's the first picture. Memory full, so we need an SD card now. This is, so I've got a little the popular brand of SD card here, the SanDisk one, and this is 128, so that's fiddly fingers to get that in there. Thinking that's, you need really tiny fingers. And I need to get a pair of that is tricky. That is really tricky to do. That's the right way. I suppose if you're a little kid, I don't advise you to use this. Just using the edge of the knife, just jump. That's it, brilliant. I don't advise you to use a knife doing it. It's not on your camera. Right, so push that back in there. Now it'll probably ask me to format the card, does it? Let's try it again. Let's date. No, it doesn't. Shows me the battery. There's still got half a battery. So I can just, yeah, so that's, yeah. So how do we turn the flash off and on now? Flash, here we go. No. You can do video. That's interesting. That's the video of that one. Can't work out to put the flash on. It's not working for some reason. So let's have a quick look how to put the flash on. Where's camera left key? Camera left key. Oh, that's the zoom. That's how you do zoom. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So here you got little face settings, so you can choose little like there's crowns, pirate's hat. So you can put that on first, and then put the child underneath it, and then you'll have a Christmas one, Santa. So that's brilliant. So far I'm very pleased. I just can't get the flash to come on for some reason. I don't know if you have to hold it or press it. Doesn't seem to be working. So I'll have to. It says press the camera left. Camera left key. No. No. I have to come back to that one, and maybe I have to ask the seller. Sellers are usually very good at answering any questions you may have. Obviously, they want you to be happy with their product, so it says, oh no, that, yeah, I understand now. Sorry, I understand why the flash is not working now. It says in the book, if the battery is too low and it starts flashing too low, the flash will not be able to switch on. It keeps in the flash off position, and as you can see, it just keeps flashing red now in the corner here. So we'll charge it up, and then we'll see if it hopefully it'll work then. Because overall, I would say I'm very, very pleased with this camera. It's got all the settings that the more expensive cameras have got, such as smile, capture. You know, what was the others? They had lots of different smile capture, face detect, anti-shake. You know, all the different portraits. You could, you know, night portrait, night scenery. So it's got night facility, night functions. So I would say, for you know, my boy's going to be absolutely over the moon with that for Christmas present. So I'm going to take some pictures with it and put them on the link, put them in the review, attach them so you can see what the pictures come out like. And I'll also make a little update on the flash, whether when I've charged it, the flash actually works. And but apart from that, I would say you get this nice little. This is brilliant. This you just put this on here, so it's a child can carry it around, but you can also take it off just by pressing the little button there. So, nothing more to say about it really. The waterproof side of it, obviously that'll have to be tested. So I'll probably do that straight away, get onto that, see if it actually works. But I would say at first impression, it's a brilliant camera. Feels nice. It's got a nice coating on it. Feels well made. It's got all nice functions on it. Brilliant. So thank you for watching. I hope this review has been helpful to some people out there that might be looking at buying this camera for their children. Obviously for Christmas presents coming up, or just generally want to buy it. Obviously I leave reviews. The reason I leave them is because obviously there's so many products on Amazon, you don't know which ones to buy, which are any good, and really the reviews are really important. That's how I buy products. I look at the reviews, I read the reviews carefully, I see what the reviewers have put. I do genuine reviews. Have they got kids? Have the kids used them? Have they been knocked about a bit, and so on? And that helps to make my decision when it comes to buying products on Amazon. So I also leave reviews so then I can help pass it on and help other people. So I hope you found this review helpful in some way or another, and I hope to catch you all again later. So bye for now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. So here we hello again, it's Paul again with this review, just continuing it with this camera to purchase from Amazon. What I'm doing now is I'm just testing the waterproof capacity of it. It does say it's waterproof, it's got pictures of it, doesn't actually say to the depth, but it says professional waterproof, so I'm presuming it's pretty good waterproof. Now obviously you can't take cameras to swimming pools, they don't allow it. It's too chilly at this time of year, beginning of October, to go swimming in the sea. So what I'm doing is I've got my sink, kitchen sink, full up with water, as you can see, up to as maximum as it can go. And the camera, I've just got it on record. And I'm just placing it in the water. Now it actually floats, which is quite useful little design. It floats, as you can see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hold it down. Obviously you'll be able to see by the length of the video, you know, how long I've held it in the water for. So it's on the bottom now. So we'll just give it a few minutes. There we go. That'll take a video as well. Let's try and use some functions under the water, as it does say you can take pictures underwater. So that's some small video. Twist it around so it can see the video in the video. So I think what we'll do now is we'll stop that there. There we go, so that's stopped now. I'm going to press this button here, we'll change it back to, oh no, that's the wrong button, that's for the zooming in, zooming out. We don't want that one, do we? We want this one here. There we go. Back to photos. So what we'll do now is we'll just take a few photos under the water. That's without the flash. Now let's see if we can do it with a flash. That'd be interesting to see, won't it? Right, so let's see if we can take a picture with a flash on the water. Yeah, and you can. Can you? Did it capture that? Where's the flash? So I've took some pictures now, I've took a video. It's been in the water now, coming up to 4 minutes. So what I'll do, I'm not going to spend hours and hours. Obviously if it's waterproof, it's waterproof. You could test this, you could further this test by obviously doing it deeper. Obviously the pressure will have a different effect on it. But to be honest, no kids are going to go. It's a kid's camera. You're not going to take a kid professional diving with a kid's camera, are you? So for what kids need it for, splashing around the pool, you know, obviously swimming pools, they won't let you take the camera in, but maybe on holiday and stuff, pool by the hotel, they might be able to play with it. You know, they can take it in the pool, you can take it in the sea. Again, kids are not going to go too far out. You know, obviously kids like to stay within the shallow end of the sea, so I think you have to remember it's a kid's camera. So for the purpose of this review, I've had it in the water now. There we go, 5 minutes now. And what I'm going to do is going to take it out, let it dry off, and we'll see. I mean, it seems to be fine to me. It floats, which is really useful to have. So if the kid does drop it in the pool, it'll just float back up. So that's a really useful function. And it appears to be absolutely fine. There we go. So that's the camera. Now it has come up with a card error here since having it in the water, so we'll have to I'll have to have a look at that. Obviously I want to dry it off first before I open it, so it could possibly have water in. Might have affected the SD card. So what I'll do is I'll just pause that for a minute. Right, bad news I'm afraid. So it claims to be professionally waterproof. So I've just done the waterproof test on it. Now I pushed this on, I made sure it was pushed right in. This is the waterproof card. Behind here is your SD card and your micro SD USB. So obviously you don't want this bit to get wet, and I've just took it off, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's all water in there. And you see the droplets, and if you shake it, there's all water coming out. So on the screen, I've dried the screen off, and there's water gone into the screen, behind the screen. So no, it's not waterproof. I'm quite disappointed really, because I really wanted to like this camera. It's supposed to be for my kids' Christmas present, so I'm a bit disappointed really, because I really wanted to like it. I thought it was brilliant. It had nice features, it looks nice, it floats, and I thought the waterproof test was going really good, but obviously there's water got in there somehow through this, and that's what's made the card error. So I'm going to have to contact the seller. And as you can see now, it's gone off. You can see the screen there's all water in the screen. There you go. And we're just using a nice fine non-abrasive, and you can see now that the water is all left in there. So the water has got in there. So anyway, this review was a bit of a flop, I'm afraid, and it hasn't worked. But that's why I do these reviews. Obviously, if you buy a camera for your kid's Christmas present and it says it's waterproof, you don't want your kid to take it into the pool, and then, you know, after your warranty's expired, and then it finds out that it's actually damaged the camera completely. So that's the purpose of my reviews, and obviously this concludes this one is not waterproof. So thank you for watching. Bye.